Hello, dolls. It is I, ArtWorkOfDR, DJ Kitty Ruby, you know, your girl. And we are back with another art video. We are here with Arteza again. Look, my other Arteza Gouache video was all about my first look review. Like, I had just opened it, I just used it, and I was letting you guys know right there, right then, how I liked and what I didn't like, and things like that. And I have been using the product a lot since, and I have been in contact multiple times with Arteza, I guess is actually how you say it, not Arteza, it's Arteza. But I still like the gouache, and I really try to go all out on trying to figure out how to work with it and different ways of working with it, and I don't know, like, I just really do like this gouache. It was the first time I've ever used gouache. I had just gotten into watercolor and using Bombay India ink as almost like a watercolor, and then I really wanted to start getting into other things, so I started out with gouache, and then also got some watercolors. But, so I made my own little Lightfastness because, as you may recall from the last video, they do not have Lightfastness on their website. They do not have it on their Facebook account. They don't have it posted anywhere. So I went ahead and made a test myself right after I posted the first video. So what happened is I made the video February 13th, or it was posted on the 13th, and you know, I did my best to try to get the information beforehand. I posted on their Facebook account asking them if they could please let me know what the pluses mean on each of the bottles. And I went ahead and got that. I'll be showing you all the images of the conversations and things that I have. I took pictures of them and put them at the end of this video for you to see. They did get back to me with the information of Lightfastness, but they never did put it on their site. They never did put it anywhere else that I can see. I have been looking and trying to find it. I then later on went ahead and contacted them again from their site, left a review stating that I am an owner of a set of the gouache, and I do enjoy the gouache, but as a artist and all that stuff, a consumer, it's really disappointing to me that I brought something up to their attention and they never went ahead and added it to the website. They never made a post about it on their Facebook page, nothing saying that they were going to be doing anything or what to do in case you were looking for that information. You actually have to continuously bug them in order for them to tell you. I don't know how many other people out there have had this problem or not. I have watched a few videos. Some of them don't even mention the Lightfastness. They don't mention that it's not there. Some do. Like I said, I'm a very small YouTube channel. I am not a professional artist. I just work at home and do my own thing, and I just love to practice and learn new things and work with new materials. And Arteza just happened. Arteza. I'm going to keep messing that up. But you know who I'm talking about. I just went with their company for the price. It was easy to get from Amazon at the time. And they were, you know, it was advertised a lot in my area. So I went ahead and got them. And I'm happy that I have the gouache. I use it all the time. In between my inks and my actual watercolors, I still use my gouache a lot. It's in my big Arteza Gouache Daniel Smith watercolor set that I made for myself. But I don't know, guys. I'm still very disappointed in the company for not doing anything about this Lightfastness. I've given my input everywhere that I can. I gave it here on my channel with the first video, which I will link for you to take a look at that video. That is like my first look review at the product itself. I did go ahead and add into the comments all the stuff that I did find out about Lightfastness. So anyway, here I'm just painting like little swatches again for multiple reasons. I love to swatch colors, and I just wanted to show you how like vibrant they were as soon as you put them down on the paper, things like that. So I just wanted to show a little bit of that while I talk, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about, you know, the Lightfastness test that I did. So when I filmed the first video, I did do very small swatches, and I made that on February 13th. It was basically the same night that I put up the video. I basically recorded and all that stuff the same day. So, I mean, I put that sheet away, so it's all fresh and still looks very colorful. And then a few days later, I went ahead and made up this other sheet of paper on actual watercolor paper, and divided every color into 4s. And what I did was I did a concentrated amount, and then added water, until I had 4 different shades of the same color. And I put this paper in the window directly by my desk, and it gets hit with light all the time, especially when it's sunny outside. So it got a lot of sunlight. And I did not check on it. I did not pull it out until June 16th. So it was in there for a few months, from February 16th to June 16th. I had this paper in the window all the time. I never took it out. I never moved it. Nothing. It sat there for months. And the only colors that I see have really faded a lot were the flesh tint, which has 3 pluses on it, and the peach red, which has 2 pluses on it. A few of the other ones, the less of the actual pigment you put down, look a lot lighter, but I mean, you are using less of the pigment anyway, so of course it's going to fade faster. Both the whites look very great still. Like I said, they all look really nice and really bright still after being in the window all that time. Like I said, the only ones that look paler in all aspects are the flesh tint and the peach red. Those are the palest out of all 24 colors. And some of the lighter ones that in the different swatches, the 4th swatch is the lightest swatch. I did that on purpose. I'm trying to show you different color variants of each one of the color, and that helps test also. So, I mean, there's a few of those that are really pale, like the mid yellow had 3 pluses on it, and the lightest one is very, very pale. It's like barely there anymore. The scarlet red pale one is a lot paler now, and it had 3 pluses on it. The vermilion red is also very pale, and it had 3 pluses on it as well. Now, it looks to me like most of the ones that faded were either yellows or reds, because all the other colors look very well. They held up very well, except for the burnt umber. Like, that one faded a lot as well in the lightest amount. But all in all, I feel like if you were to use these products and seal them and not have them directly in a window, you would probably be able to have a very nice piece for a very long time. I'm not a professional or anything like that. This is just how, you know, someone like me, I hang my own artwork in my room, in my house, in the kids' rooms. I give it away. I haven't really given much of this kind of work away yet. So, I mean, when I do find something that I like and I want to make something out of it, I normally make a copy of it or take a picture and put it on my Redbubble. So any of those kind of pieces are not going to be the actual made piece, which is fine because it won't fade over time. But, dolls, I think my main problem with this gouache is not actually the gouache itself. It's the fact that the company has not done what they said they were going to do. They have not put anything up on their website. I keep looking. I just looked earlier today. Today is July 24th, and they still have nothing updated. And remind you, I did contact them back in February when I was trying to find out about the Lightfastness. And they told me what each of them meant, which 1+ means excellent, 2 is very good, and 3 is fair. You would think that the more pluses, the better off the Lightfastness would be, but it is the opposite. So that to me doesn't make sense to me, but like I said, I'm not a professional artist. I haven't been doing this kind of stuff that long. I'm still learning, which is fine because I want to learn along with you. And that's why I make the videos that I make, is for fun, to share with you, to see if we think the same thing, see if we think something different. And I don't know, for me, I feel like that is my biggest concern about Arteza, is the fact that I have brought it up to them multiple times and they still say that they are planning on or working on getting it updated onto the site. I was just on the site this morning. It is not very late right now. It is 11 in the morning, mid-afternoonish time, and I just looked before starting recording this voiceover for the feed that I have, and there's still nothing about Lightfastness. I can't find that on any place on the website. I've typed it, into the search, and it just comes up with nothing. So, I don't know about you guys, but I do know from my personal point here is, if a consumer comes to you and is letting you know, hey, this isn't anywhere to be found on your stuff, why is that? Where can I find it? And then you go back months later to check on it and it's still not there, and you say something again through a different process, you get an email about it saying that they're working on it for the site. How hard is it to type up and just put it at the end of the product on their page? Because each product has its own page that you open up. So the watercolor and the gouache should both have, at the end of it, have the Lightfastness, the ratings, what each rating means, which, all that stuff. It should have all that. And it just doesn't. And I don't understand that. Now, like I was saying, I love the vibe, like the paints themselves. They're very vibrant. They work well on cold press paper. I've worked a little bit on hot press paper. I'm not a fan of hot press paper, but the paint itself still works fine for that. It's just how you wish to work. You can work really light with these. You can work heavy with these. They work well both ways. I love blending them together. I love using them with my watercolors. I love using them by themselves. I love using them with my Bombay India inks. I don't know. I love the paint themselves. I'm just not satisfied with the fact that the company has not done what they said they were going to do. And I feel like maybe that's my harshest criticism here. I have done several pieces and I enjoy the paint. I just don't feel that the company listens to concerns and all that stuff. Which doesn't make sense, because on all their packaging it says, if you're not fully satisfied with the product, contact them and stuff. Well, I've contacted them about Lightfastness. It's not exactly, about a product. I'm not asking for a replacement or my money back. But I feel that most companies who have gouache, watercolor, products like these that have a Lightfastness on the tube also have it somewhere in their website to be found. And it's just mind-boggling to me that I can't seem to find anything about Arteza's anywhere. So, if you don't mind not knowing for sure, fine. That's up to you. It might not bug you as much, but for me, it kind of did bug me. It still is bugging me that they haven't done what they said they were going to do after being contacted several times about it. I don't know if other artists have brought it to their attention or not, but I feel that maybe more people should bring it up to their attention and maybe they will fix it faster. I have been working on this since February and it is now July. So I don't know. Anyway, this video has been a long rant and I'm sorry, but I wanted you dolls to know where I stand with the Arteza gouache that I have in my possession. I love the paints. I think they're amazing. They are colorful. They are bright. They go a long distance. I am still have my tubes, in the pans that I put together. You can use it wet. You can use it right from the pan after it's dried. It works very well that way. I like using it that way myself. And I hope you dolls enjoy my other videos. They won't be so talky and kind of pissy. I understand that this is a rant and many of you probably aren't interested in that, but I just felt that I needed to come out with this video, and because it was something that's kind of been eating away at me. I don't normally care too much about these kind of things, but this one, I mean, I really do like the product, and I really wish that when you reach out to them, they would at least do as they say they're going to do about putting the information out there so that other people who want to try to enjoy these paints can do that knowing all the facts without having to hunt or ask or, look around too far. I mean, you should be able to go to their website and find it right there and then not have any problems. And I guess that's why it bugs me so much, is that if I am sitting here telling you, oh, these paints are amazing, you should totally try them out. If you're going to try gouache, these are a good one to try. And then if I don't have that Lightfastness information for you, then how are you going to know for sure? Because every brand seems to be a little different when it comes to that. How are you going to know if the Lightfastness is good for what you want to use these things, use it for? Here is just a little swatch play with the water to let you see how the paint blooms, just like watercolor. I really like the way that they pop on the white paper. And then I'm just kind of like messing around just to show you, you can use them like watercolor. They get very thin and you can do a lot with them. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just, leave it there with you dolls about this topic. Like I said, I know that not everyone's totally going to care too much about it. It's not that big of a deal. I did find the information out, and I did put it in my last video for you guys. So, I mean, I have the info, but it still kind of just irritates me that I brought it up to their attention multiple times, and it just seems like they're not really caring too much. And I feel like they should, because it's their product, and it's their name, it's their brand, and they should want people to feel comfortable and know all the facts and all that stuff without having to hunt the information down like I did. So, anyway, I hope you dolls don't mind this kind of video. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it again. This just seemed to be what happened with this brand. I'm not sponsored by them, obviously. I'm a very small YouTuber, just doing my business my own way, and I just felt the need to talk about this a little bit more, because now that I have been using them for quite a while, and I talk about them all the time with people, so this is just my experience and what happened and the information that I have and what bugged me. The paints though themselves, I love the gouache. I use it all the time, so that's not going to change. I'm not going to stop using it. I just wish that maybe with your help, if you guys start contacting them as well, maybe they will finally go ahead and see that it is a problem. So after this little bit of footage, you will see all the messages, and I tried to make sure that you see the dates of when I posted to them. Anyway, dolls, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for coming and checking this video out, and don't forget to keep those creative juices flowing, because I know my creative juices will continue to flow forevermore. Have a good one, dolls.